A little background about me first. My friend and I relocated to Bangalore from Delhi after completing our engineering degrees. In December 2014, I fulfilled a dream by purchasing my first bike, the RE Electra. Around the same time, my friend, K, bought the RE TB350, making it his second bike after the Honda Unicorn. We embarked on numerous rides together throughout South India, from lengthy journeys like Munnar, twice, and Goa, twice, to shorter trips to places like Coorg and Uti. Over the past 10 years, both of us have collectively covered over 100,000 kilometers, RE and beyond. After resuming our rides post-COVID, we began to notice a decline in power and acceleration in our bikes. Moreover, the service intervals became more extended due to our frequent rides, and servicing expenses escalated every 6 months. Dissatisfied with the experience at the RE Authorized Service Center in Bangalore, we sought out an individual in HSR layout who regularly serviced both our bikes. Despite our deep attachment to our RE bikes, we started exploring alternative options. Our initial fascination was with the Domina 400, but after a couple of test rides, it didn't quite click. Perhaps the power was too overwhelming compared to RE, and the handling felt significantly different. Our second brief infatuation was with the Mahindra Mojo. As time passed, our dissatisfaction with our RE bikes grew. Issues like poor quality spare parts, persistent vibrations, insufficient power on highways, and subpar handling in the city all contributed to our mounting frustration. Speed 400 experience. Then came the announcement of the price for the Triumph Speed 400. Following an intense hour of multiple discussions, debates, manipulation, and negotiations, our bikes were successfully booked as part of the first 10,000 customers. After patiently waiting for about a month, we grew curious about the whereabouts of our bikes. On a Saturday, Kay decided to visit Kirti Triumph to inquire about our bikes. Suddenly, I received a call from him stating that we needed to pay the full amount to secure our bike's position for delivery. The booking number and series were essentially placeholders. The first to pay the full amount would receive their bike after 1 month. Within half an hour, we transferred the entire amount for both bikes against our booking number, 6.10 lakhs. He requested the Kirti Triumph team to deliver both bikes together on the same day. After a few weeks and multiple follow-ups, we received a call from Kirti informing us that we needed to sign some papers for the RTO process. We promptly went there, signed all the documents, and reiterated our request to have both bikes delivered on the same day. Delivery of bikes. After a few more weeks on a particular day, Kay received a call notifying him that his bike was ready and could be delivered in 3 days. We both headed to Kirti, successfully got his bike delivered, and returned home. When inquiring about my own bike, I was informed that it was stuck in the RTO process and might take an indefinite amount of time. While we were excited about having the new bike in hand, the experience of getting our bikes together was unfortunately marred. Nevertheless, after an additional 30 days, my bike was finally delivered. Speed 400 rides dash. We went on our inaugural ride to Yercaud, and after a decade of riding RE, the contrast in power, the absence of vibrations, remarkable acceleration compared to our old bikes, and the seamless clutch and gear transitions left us elated. The suspension on this bike surpassed our expectations and, after the ride, we couldn't help but feel that we had finally found the kind of bike we had been searching for over the years. The narrative took an unexpected turn during the first service. Attempting to book the service through the Triumph app proved futile due to technical glitches. Eventually, Kay managed to secure a service appointment the next day at Kivraj Triumph Service Center. Upon visiting, he discovered that they were out of engine oil and, as a result, weren't conducting any servicing at the moment. The service booking at Kirti Triumph Service Center using the app continued to be unresponsive. After a few days of waiting, Kay revisited Kivraj SC, and after some requests, negotiations, and disagreements, they finally took his bike for servicing. After a few days, I got my oil changed as first service from Kivraj Triumph. Following the first service, I embarked on a ride to Saikolshpur, pushing the bike to 140 km per hour on the Hassan Highway. Last week, we went on a day ride to Chitradurga, during which we swapped bikes for a few kilometers. Kay had installed a straight riser from Carbon Racing, and the difference in the riding posture felt more comfortable, prompting me to consider trying it on my bike as well. What's next? Both of us noticed an unusual characteristic in my bike. the clutch felt somewhat harder compared to Kay's bike. Concerned about this, I visited the Kirthi Triumph Service Center to have it examined. After multiple test rides conducted by different service personnel and approximately 1 hour of waiting, one technician finally explained that they suspected the clutch plate was burned, damaged, or worn out. Consequently, I was advised to leave the bike at the service center, and they would open the engine to assess the situation further. Curious, I questioned how it was possible for the clutch plate to burn out with just 2,500 kilometers on the odometer. The technician assured me that he would provide more information after inspecting the engine and clarified that such wear and tear is not covered under warranty. Anyway, I left the bike at Kirthi SC and returned home by cab. Next day I got call that my bike is ready. I reached SC and found that clutch cable was replaced as it has some issue. The clutch plate was fine according to him. My clutch still feels the same and it still has the same extra play. So now we are planning our next ride to BR Hills on coming weekend.